Clara. We look to see an exciting match this evening. Joining me here, broadcast, Tyler Whittison. Tyler, filling in for Steve Vale again. It's good to have you here. We had some exciting volleyball earlier today. We're going to take a quick look at that before we talk about tonight's match and what we can expect to see. As we look back at the recap from earlier today, we can see that Utah Valley and Cal Poly Slow were locked in a tight 5-set match all the way through. Utah Valley was able to control the first set and were able to go ahead and handily win 25-13 on great steady play from Utah Valley all around. In the second set, Cal Poly was able to turn the tide and execute their game plan, which then turned back to Utah Valley in the third set. Then again, Cal Poly was able to return the favor in the fourth set and take a win there, forcing a fifth and deciding set. Utah Valley was then able to pull off 2 straight points given to us by J.C. Caresa, one of the players of the game, with 2 kills to end the match at 15-11. So Tyler, J.C., some of the other players did really well. We're going to talk a little bit about that now. Tell us some about the key players that we can expect to see for Utah Valley this evening.
Well, absolutely, JC with 10 kills. She's going to be a key factor, as well as Lindsay Barker. Her shots and her range are really going to help with Utah Valley winning this next match. And Chelsey Heaps is adding some dynamics from the back row, helping Utah Valley when they're in trouble. Now, JC, it's her birthday, so we all have to wish her happy birthday.
We do.
And
that's great. Well, folks, we see what the key players are for Utah Valley. Now let's look at the key stats and the keys to the game, what we can expect to see from both teams. Tyler, tell us a little bit about Utah Valley.
Well, Utah Valley needs to find their balance and set the middle. Utah Valley struggled a little bit against Cal Poly in the middle. I believe we're going to see maybe a different attack
really coming through from them if they can spread the offense up a little bit.
Absolutely, yes.
That's right. Tell us a little bit more about Santa Clara and what we can expect to see from them.
You know, Santa Clara needs to keep bouncing back. They lost to Michigan, which has been the team that's been rolling over this tournament, and they need to time their blocks well and stay focused. It's going to be a great match, and we can expect to see some good volleyball here in Aurora.
Right, you bet. Folks, we look for an exciting match here, maybe another 5-set thriller. Don't go away, though. We'll be right back. Folks, welcome back to the final match of the La Quinta Inn & Suites Invitational. Utah Valley set to take on the Broncos of Santa Clara. Looking to get right into the match. Number 1, Patty Flagg back to serve for the Wolverines. Wolverines looking to take second in this tournament if they can defeat Santa Clara tonight. Santa Clara starting off just a little bit long there. Point for Utah Valley. Patty Flagg going to continue to serve for the Wolverines. Tyler, looks like our starters tonight for Utah Valley, kind of the same group as always. Patty Flagg at the libero, Chelsey Heaps and Lindsay Barker at the outside hitter positions, Brooklyn Campbell at the setter, JC at the opposite, and Erica and Sarah at the middle blocker positions. And it looks like over on the side for Santa Clara, we've got number 7, Alyssa Anderson at the setter, Taylor Milton as the outside hitter, number 12, Dana Knutson and Tanya Schmidt in the middle blocker positions. At the libero is Bridget O'Hara.
You know,
and one other outside hitter they didn't give me before the match looks to be number 7. I'm sorry, not number 7. It is. Oh, I can't see him being blocked out. Oh, no, it's not number 12. Oh, number 20, Kayla Lamori, looks like the other outside hitter.
Yeah, and number 12, Taylor Milton. She's a freshman, true freshman for Santa Clara. She's been really impressing me this tournament. Just watching her the couple times I have, she's a big, strong lefty that gets up and just bangs. She's really fun to watch.
Well, McKenna Tate back to serve for the Wolverines. She had some success serving against Cal Poly. Let's see if she can continue that here against Santa Clara. Santa Clara with a good pass to the middle, and they quickly go down the right side. The quick kill, and that's a point for Santa Clara. Looks like number 11, Catherine Douglas with the kill, and back to serve. Nice pass by Utah Valley in the middle. They run that quick slide out to Erica Nish, who I thought squeaked it through the block, but looks like that was back down on their side. So Santa Clara's gonna tie things up 3-3 here in the first set.
Yeah, this is a tough rotation for Utah Valley with the setter front row and not. It's either going to be going outside or the middle. You can see Santa Clara throwing up a triple block. That's a good strategy against Utah Valley.
Boy, nice hands by McKenna Tate there with the set to the outside. Looks like Lindsay Barker with the kill, kind of picking up where she left off. She was the high scorer of the match earlier this afternoon with 15 kills, and looks like she's ready to get right back into that. Nice pass, tough serve for Utah Valley, but looks like they're still going with that right side attack there. Putting that away is number 12, Taylor Milton.
Yeah, Utah Valley just seems like they're waking up a little bit still on defense.
Tanya Schmidt to serve back for the Broncos, looking to see if she can score some points here. Going with the float serve to Lindsay Barker, who makes a great pass. Outside push to Chelsey Heaps. Gets a kill off the touch on the outside. Chelsey looking to kind of improve her game these last couple matches. She struggled a little bit, and she started to come on a little bit against Cal Poly there, so I'm sure she's looking to improve that and continue getting back into top form.
Yeah, I think that ball she hit was almost waffled out of bounds. But
Erica with just a long serve there. Going in, substituting in for her is the libero, Patty Flagg, and looking to see if they can shore up the passing game right now. Got a pretty good reception line there for Utah Valley with Patty, McKenna, and Lindsay. So instantly put some pressure on the Broncos there, who pretty much put that one in the wall. Utah Valley up 6-5 here in the first set, and the setter, Brooklyn Campbell, is back to serve for Utah Valley. Nice float serve to the outside hitter. Gonna make them pass and swing. And looks like that one worked. So Utah Valley getting what they want to out of that passing strategy right there. Brooklyn serving to the 6th spot on the floor. And Utah Valley with the block. Sarah Clement coming over with Chelsey Heaps to get all of that one. And that's a great start for Sarah. I know she likes to get going with the block, and if she can do that and they pass well, she'll be able to add some offense as well.
Yeah, Sarah doing what she does best.
Set to the right side. That ball was tight, and good thing JC didn't go after that because they put that one right into the antenna. So I think if she'd have had her hands up there, that would have went right off her hands. As you can see here on the replay, she'd have reached and touched that. That would have went probably off her hands and then into the antenna possibly. Nice back set this time. Santa Clara really making a lot of work out of that backside. I don't know if they're trying to establish that and then open up the outside, or if that's just, key to their offense. I haven't seen them play enough to know if that fits within their system or not.
Yeah, Utah Valley starting off pretty good right now. Serving tough, putting some pressure on Santa Clara. Let's see how they respond.
Tough short serve that goes back over to Santa Clara. They're going to get a chance to convert for a point here. Outside hitter, not able to put that one down. Brooklyn pushes that one out to Chelsey, who roll shots off the top for the kill.
That's a great shot by Chelsey. That was good. That's a good mental game, knowing the block is there, and if she takes a full swing, she might get blocks. So she takes them off, a little beat shot, right over the block.
Utah Valley taking a quiet 10-6 lead here in the first set. That's kind of a dangerous thing when you all of a sudden look up at the scoreboard and you're down by 5 or 6 points and you don't even know where it happened. So I think Santa Clara has to be careful here. If they don't convert, then you need to call a timeout, and that's got to be coming here. I think Coach John Wallace, who's in his 13th season, going to be jumping off the bench here pretty quick, but it looks like he's going to let one more go before he gets excited about it.
Yeah, and yeah, I could see him taking a timeout relatively soon with how they're passing right now in their offense.
Great free ball pass by Patty Flagg. Nice high ball right to the net, and Utah Valley converts again. Lindsay Barker on the outside with the kill. And as we predicted, timeout called by Santa Clara. You can see Lindsay putting that ball away on the replay there. Utah Valley out to a quick 12-6 start in the first set, looking to take control of this final match. If they do win this match tonight, Tyler, Utah Valley will take second in the tournament, second only to Michigan, who, as we stated before, has just been the powerhouse team here in the tournament. Been really impressive to see them. The Wolverines from the Midwest come out here and do well. Big name program, big name school, and so Utah Valley looking to kind of get into that and take second place here at the tournament. Folks, our broadcast today is streaming live on the internet and is available on your mobile device, iPod or iPad. Join us at uvu.edu/UVUTV. Once again, that's uvu.edu/UVUTV. Well, Tyler, so far I think we've seen that Utah Valley's kind of doing what they want to do so far. They're passing well. They're distributing the ball, in system. And so far they're capitalizing with a 6-point lead in the first set.
Yeah, I'm not seeing the middles being as ran as much as I would like for them to run. But, when the outsides are and the opposites are doing well, you got to just keep going with what's getting points.
Yeah, and I think the flow of the offense, too, is important. You can't, we talked about this before, you can't force the middle. And so I think they've been going to the outsides within the flow of the offense, and that's what they want to do. Oh, that's a tough serve, and not handled well by Santa Clara. And I'm sure that's not what Coach Wallace wanted after a timeout. Number 11, Catherine Douglas, struggling there on the passing at the outside hitter position.
Yeah, that's not how you want to enter the match after the timeout.
Nice dig by Brooklyn Campbell from the back row attack attempt. J.C. Carresa going high off the block, and then Sarah Clement adding a little bit of blocking of her own. Oh, that one just squeaked through the block of Utah Valley. Tyler, you don't get many balls hit over the top of J.C. Carresa and Sarah Clement.
Yeah, absolutely not. They have a stellar blocking mechanism. They block very well together.
Santa Clara serving that one short into the net, not helping their cause here at all in the first set. Utah Valley still maintaining a 14-7 lead here in the first set and looking to jump out and keep their foot on the gas here and push all the way to the victory.
Yeah, this Santa Clara team is not looking like the other Santa Clara team they're playing against Cal Poly.
And that's a mishandled ball. That's on the libero, number 18, Bridget O'Hara. And, we've seen a few of those in the tournament here, a few bad sets, and some have been called and some haven't, but that one definitely got Les Callis' attention, so he blew the whistle. Tough deep serve by Utah Valley. Nice right side set, though. That one put down pretty well that time. Looks like that was number 15, Megan Anders, coming in and really detonating on the right side there. Again, Santa Clara continuing to be strong on the right side.
And let's see if Utah Valley can side out this first ball and put some more pressure on Santa Clara.
And that's actually, I thought that was a good pass by Chelsey. It looked like Brooke may have kind of maybe understepped a little bit on her footwork and just wasn't able to kind of get to the ball where she wanted to, and caused a kind of a bad set there. I think she'll shake that one off and come right back with a good set. Oh, beautiful set to the outside to JC, and JC gets him on the lift. I didn't know if that was a lift, but I thought maybe they had netted when he blew the whistle, so a little surprise on that call, but Les has got the eagle eye up there on the podium.
Yes, he does.
McKenna Tate back to serve for the Wolverines. Nice jump floater, passed well by Santa Clara. And again on the right side, pretty much automatic on that side for them. Otherwise they're struggling, I think, but man, they're pretty well automatic on that right side.
Yeah, something I've noticed is Erica's having a hard time getting out to that right side to block. Lindsay needs to pull in, needs to notice that, or her coach needs to notice that, and tell Lindsay to bring that block in and leave line a lot more.
Tanya Schmidt converting that play on the last one, had a great timing with the middle on that slide play. Utah Valley with a little bit errant serve there. And it looks like number 11, Catherine Douglas, back to serve for the Broncos. That time a little bit of an errant pass. Brooklyn Campbell running that one down, and Chelsey trying to better the cause, but not able to do that. You don't see very often McKenna Tate making a passing error, so I think she'll get right back in and clean that one up.
Yeah, absolutely not. She's a strong player when it comes to passing normally, and right there she comes back and distributes a good pass.
McKenna out of Bingham High School, just in South Jordan, Utah, just up the street a little ways, and kind of a homegrown product here out of Utah. Lindsay Barker, the MVP of last match, back there ready to serve. Going to add to her total of aces if possible, I'm sure. And right back going to the outside hitter position. Middle is up, but Patty puts a nice free ball back, allows Chelsey to get the set. Oh, another dig by Brooklyn Campbell though, and that one just goes long. Utah Valley not able to convert on their second chance there. Santa Clara able to pull off a rare point.
Yeah, and with Erica and Brooklyn and Chelsey all front row, Erica's definitely got to transition off the net. When she's not transitioning off, they're not having a third option, and a second option. Brooklyn's forcing the outside, and Santa Clara's putting up that triple block.
Wow, there was really nothing there on that. Chelsey took a good aggressive swing at it, put it out, made them play it, and Broncos couldn't control that ball very well. So we've got Scott Lee over here giving McKenna Tate a few pointers, trying to get just a little bit of an improvement in their passing, and seeing if they can clean this one up. Push to the outside. Oh, number 20, Kayla Lamori, taking a big swing there on the angle, cutting that really hard, able to score a point, bringing Santa Clara within 4 points, down 14-18 here in the first set.
Here goes Taylor Milton, this lefty freshman. Let's see if she can bomb a jump serve.
Oh, that one just going a little bit wide. Not quite the same left-handed power that Alex Hunt has for Michigan that we've seen here in this tournament.
Yeah,
but, you know, still taking her chances, still swinging at it.
Yeah. And, you know, you got to find that risk factor in volleyball. It's high risk, low efficiency. You want to definitely
Huge block that time. I think we had Chelsey Heaps going hand solo on that block right there.
Yeah, that was definitely a good read. You could see her making that blocking move right as a setter is setting. That was a great read by Chelsey.
Nice extension over the net as well. That's so key in volleyball. Oh, nice up by Lindsay. Little poke there by Brooklyn to keep it in play. We'll see if they can convert on the right side. But JC with an awesome dig on the right. And Chelsey going out around the antenna. She knew it, but she hoped she hit that quick enough to not let Les Callis catch that. But
yeah, it almost seemed like JC was
Taylor
surprised.
Richards had the call there on the line.
Yeah. Yeah. It almost seemed like JC was surprised she dug that. She made that defensive move, and she seemed very surprised it came to her.
Nice float serve, handled well by Utah Valley. Pushing that in the 2 position there for Utah Valley, a little inside. Oh, I thought JC was going to get that one blocked back down on top of the hitter, but just went out, just past her. Sam Atoa doesn't like the momentum shift that he sees, and so he calls a timeout at 20-16. Utah Valley still leading. Folks, don't go away. We'll be right back. Folks, I think we're back here at the match. Looks like number 21, Alexander Palmer, ready to serve for the Broncos. Utah Valley looking to try to extend their lead. And they do with the kill on the left side by J.C. Caresa. I'm sorry, that was Chelsey Heaps on the left side. And looks like she put the ball away fairly easily. As we look at the stats, Tyler, just there at the timeout, we see that not a lot of discrepancy in the stats thus far, but the big thing so far is Utah Valley with twice the hitting percentage that the Broncos have, even though it's kind of an abysmal .130, not something that we'd stand and shout about, but when the Broncos are hitting .083, that's something to note. So
yeah, absolutely. And
forcing timeout here by Coach Don Wallace. He's not liking what he sees. Doesn't want to give up any more points if he can help it. I think, Santa Clara probably has a chance to make a move here in this first set, but if they're going to do it, they got to do it now. So I figured he'd call that last timeout before it got any more out of hand.
Yeah, absolutely. You might as well use it. Use the timeouts to your advantage and to see if you can make that momentum shift for that next match, at least if it doesn't work for this match, or this set, excuse me.
That's important to know. I mean, a lot of times, teams talk about, giving up or, whatever it is in the first set, or, just kind of going through the motions. But it's important, if they can catch some momentum, even though they may lose this first set, if they've got the momentum, they could very easily take the second set. And then, it's knotted up 1-1. It's anybody's game at that point. Number 2, Chelsey Heaps back to serve for the Wolverines. Nice short float serve. Great spot, but a good pass by Santa Clara. And once again, automatic on the right side is their attack. Looks like that time number 13, Dana Knudsen. And she's helping getting it done on the right side for Santa Clara.
Yeah, this setter on Santa Clara, Alexander Palmer, she's been doing well, but the passing just hasn't been there. I think if we see a different passing team of Santa Clara, we're going to see some different results.
That was a great set by Brooklyn Campbell. I thought it was a good push, had good distance, good height. But I think if you see here, I don't think Lindsay even looked at the block. I think she just swung away. And you can see there where she didn't look. She was more looking up at the ball. So
yeah, she had a lot of lines she could have done something with.
We talked about JC hitting off the line in warm-ups, and right there you see she did a lot better when she turned that ball down the line. I thought that should have been a lift call. She's going to get one more chance at it, and she gets it with the soft touch tip right there, able to get Utah Valley another point, 2 points away from taking this first set. Nice serve by Patty Flagg, forcing him back deep. Great touch by Brooklyn Campbell, but you're not able to run that one down. And Utah Valley, for now, still 2 points away from the first set. Broncos still holding on.
Looks like we have a serving substitution with Santa Clara.
Yeah, it looks like number 7, Alyssa Anderson, who was the starting setter, is back in. It looks like they're kind of running a 6-2 setting rotation here, Tyler. Wow, nice push by Brooklyn Campbell. Great speed, great height. Erica Nish just taking control at the net. A little bit surprised that Santa Clara didn't kind of fight for that one, but I think it just happened so fast that she didn't have a chance to react.
Yeah, it was close. It almost seemed like she was over, but I think Les was watching them pretty carefully up there.
Mike Farish earlier called that one over on Utah Valley earlier, and we thought that was a bad call, but looks like the left-hander still going at it here.
Yeah, there's that freshman, and she was banging balls in warm-ups. I mean, you can bang balls in warm-ups, but if you don't have much range when you're actually playing in a match, it doesn't matter really how hard you can bang the ball.
Some people are warm-up hitters only. Utah Valley with their first set point for set number 1. See if they can put this one away. Decent pass by McKenna. And that's a tough, quick set to Erica, but she adjusted very well. Put that away for set point. They go up 25-20 and take the first set. Folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Utah Valley looking to take second place in the tournament. Folks, welcome back. Where Utah Valley's just take the first set, 25-20 over Santa Clara. Tyler, looks like we're looking for a positive start to this match. What do you think so far?
Yeah, Utah Valley's been doing great. JC's been leading the way with 3 kills and hitting 500. Lindsay not doing nearly as well as last match, but I think I still am anticipating that Utah Valley is going to take this one away.
Yeah, we're looking forward for a little bit of improvement there all the way around. We look at the stat sheet, and Utah Valley, a little bit of a plus there, getting up to almost 200 now on the hitting percentage, and not trailed too far behind by Santa Clara, but looking for improvements all the way around. Folks, to find out more about your UVU women's volleyball team, be sure to visit wolverinegreen.com, where you can find team stats, photos, and a complete season schedule. That's wolverinegreen.com. So Tyler, looks like we're getting teams back out on the court, starting a second set here. Lineups are going to be checked here pretty quick, make sure everybody's in rotation, and I think we'll get to it. Talking to Coach John Wallace just before the start of the match tonight, he made a mention that he thought this would be a tough match, that all the teams here have been tough. He thought they played Michigan really well, but he'd really like to see them return to form like they played against Cal Poly earlier yesterday, and like to see them with that same effort against Utah Valley. So we'll expect to see a little more fight in the Broncos here come the second set.
And during the time in between the set, we saw Santa Clara's coach kind of get his team together and kind of re-motivate them to come out and play with a different type of attitude. So we'll see what Santa Clara can bring for this next set.
You bet. Looks like we've got number 7, Alyssa Anderson, back to serve for Santa Clara, and looks like she's going to kick things off here in just a moment. If we look down the lineup of Santa Clara, it's got kind of a mixed group here. We've got a couple seniors and a freshman and a sophomore, and then it looks like after that it's kind of up for grabs whether we have maybe a junior stepping in or another sophomore. So it's kind of a half and half where we've got a group of some older players and some younger. So I wonder if Santa Clara isn't struggling a little bit there to kind of find some chemistry and maybe some leadership as well.
And they got 2 seniors starting.
And it looks like we're ready to go. And Alyssa Anderson's going to start us off as soon as Utah Valley gets their rotation in order there. Erica Nish just a little bit out of spots there. She was overlapping the outside hitter, it looks like, a little bit.
Yeah, we don't want the eagle eye to catch the outer rotation.
That's right. And that's a tough serve. Handled okay by Utah Valley, but not the best pass. Okay, free ball pass. But, a little bit of a trap set there on the right side. They've had a lot of success with that. So I don't know if Utah Valley is kind of keyed on that and, put up a block there to stop that right side attack. But, whatever it was, it seemed to work out for him that time.
Yeah. Yeah, it seemed like, that trap set, like you said, I think they need to pull that set off for that lefty.
Wow. Tanya Schmidt getting a little touch there. Getting another point. Looks like Santa Clara is going to be able to knot it up here, 1-1. Second set. Coach Wallace trying to give some instruction and some motivation to his team. See if they can even this up 1 set apiece. Patty Flagg with a great pass. And Lindsay Barker going off the block that time. No problem. So Utah Valley doing just what they want to do, passing well and converting points.
Yeah, Santa Clara's got to serve a lot tougher if they want to be successful against Utah Valley. When Utah Valley's passing well, it's tough to beat them because they have a couple of really good options.
Utah Valley bringing up that ball for a second chance attempt, and Chelsey Heaps scoring on the outside with another kill. Getting a little bit of range that time. I think maybe Chelsea's got the wake-up call here. Improved her game quite a bit from earlier in the day and also from last night. So I think Chelsea looking to, like I said, get back to her constructive ways. Oh, wow. Tyler, I thought that ball was going to hit the antenna when it bounced off the net, but, man, it just dribbled over and landed right in the front corner. We call that area number 4 there. That's a tough spot, huh?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's if you can hit the net like that every time, you know, you're going to find some success with that. Whoa.
Oh, wow. Tanya Schmidt converting the 31 set there. Great speed, great height, and she uses her all of 6'4" there. Oh, I'm sorry, 6'2", man. She looks like she's 6'4", but great swing, nice speed, puts it right to the floor.
Yeah, already automatically 2 kills for her, and you know, with her being in the middle and getting out in the back row, it's going to be tough with Santa Clara with their offense.
I just saw the coaching staff here. They were really excited about that momentum they just gained, and then it seemed like Utah Valley came right back with a thunder kill of their own from Chelsey Heaps, and it kind of took the wind right out of the sail. Erica Schmidt with a pretty good serve. A little bit of a short inside set on the right side, and Utah Valley getting that. They call that a mishandled ball. I don't know if I quite saw that, but Les Callis being pretty strict, tightening it up quite a bit up there on the ref stand.
Yeah, that eagle eye. You know, I'm surprised that.
Is that the eagle eye or the evil eye?
I don't know. I think we could probably call it both.
Pushing that one. She goes up and over and around, but out of bounds on that one. So looks like Coach Wallace here is getting close to calling another timeout, and he does. So not liking the way this one's jumping off. 7-2 lead for Utah Valley. Folks, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back, see if Utah Valley can keep on winning.
Dr. John is a real UVU professor, not an actor. So to tell his story, we hired a UVU student.
Knowledge-based edification increases executive functioning in the frontal lobes.
Yo, dude, UVU is more than an education. It's a life experience.
Exposure to enhanced pedagogical approaches promotes neural activity in the limbic system.
For sick education, get here and strap in.
UVU facilitates the discovery of your personal Weltanschauung.
What?
Dude, you don't know everything yet.
Utah Valley University. It's your university.
Weltanschauung!
Folks, we're back. Utah Valley with the 7-2 lead here in the second set. Looking to keep the pressure on the Broncos, Tyler. And looks like number 13, Erica Nish, back to serve. Deep serve, nice serve for Utah Valley, but they go back to the 31 set, and it's like Utah Valley's going to get another chance to block this one. We'll see what happens. And Brooklyn Campbell able to turn that one back in. One more chance for the Broncos. Going to the deep back left corner, not able to convert. And a great bump set. Chelsey Heaps not able to put that one away, but keeps them in the match. Oh, and that time it looks like number 11, Catherine Douglas, scoring out of the back row this time. And, you know, we haven't seen a lot of that so far between these two teams, Tyler. Not a lot of back row action yet, but that might be a new option for Santa Clara if they need to go there.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a great rally. And
the jumbo shrimp serve didn't make it in the back line there, going just a little bit long. Not quite what they're looking for. And I think the coaching staff for the Broncos is a little bit frustrated because they're getting these like ebbs and flows of momentum where, you know, things are positive, they're happening, but then boom, you know, a mistake or an error come right back and kind of haunting them a little bit.
yeah, Utah Valley is just putting on the block party right now.
Nice free ball. Oh, once again, the coaching staff is just calling out free ball, but the girl's just not responding quick enough. And I think, you know, they're looking for just something, anything to kind of get this going because I think Santa Clara will be a lot more competitive here once they do that.
Yeah, it seemed like there's just been poor communication between the players on Santa Clara.
Oh, that was a great set outside, really great tempo, and that time she put that right in the back right corner, so nice kill out there. Number 21, Alexandra Palmer, back to serve. Alexandra's a defensive specialist setter, 5'7" junior out of Laguna Beach, California, Laguna Beach High School.
Now let's see if she can add some spark or fire for this Santa Clara team.
Oh, wow, that was a great poke by J.C. Caresa going down the line. She doesn't often go down the line on the left side either, but, man, that really making it work that time.
Yeah, JC has got some range. As her career has gone through on Utah Valley, her range has just gotten better and better.
Santa Clara trying to go back to that middle attack that was really working well, but just a little bit of an off-time play right there. Push to the outside. And looks like that time, number 11, the big gun, Catherine Douglas, coming through again. So Santa Clara getting their big blocking lineup back in with Tanya Schmidt and Catherine Douglas, and then also Megan Anders looking to see if they can convert some points and turn the second set around. Number 18, Bridget O'Hara back to serve. Nice pass by Utah Valley. Oh, going with their own 31 set. Sarah Clement finally getting involved in the offense. Tyler, what do you think about that?
Yeah, that's just great. That's what Utah Valley needs to do more of, in my opinion. But, but like I said earlier, when the outsides and opposites are distributing points, you got to go with what's working.
Patty Flagg back to serve. Wolverines, good pass by Santa Clara. And Tanya Schmidt banging balls in the middle. So that's what Santa Clara is looking for. Good passing and a good connection with the hitter. So they just want to keep on doing that, and I think they'll find themselves right back into this second set. They're only down 5 points, so they're close and within range. A lot of points left in this second set.
Yeah, you would think that Utah Valley might commit a little more on Tanya Schmidt, because right now she's their go-to player getting all their kills. Maybe we just pull Erica and just let her commit a little more on Tanya to put a little more pressure on her.
Backside set out. Not going, but JC puts that over. Going to give them one more chance at it from Santa Clara, and they convert this time on the outside. So that's exactly what they're looking for. That's their first 2-point run here, I think, for a while now. So I think they had one 2-point run here earlier in the set, but now that's their first one since then. So it's been a little while since they strung 2 points together. Good pass again by Utah Valley. Looking to go with the X play. Santa Clara blocks that one, going to get a chance of their own. They push the 31, and Tanya Schmidt able to convert in the back left corner. So 3 points now strung together by Santa Clara, looking to improve.
Yeah, Sam Atoa gets up and starts giving some feedback to his team here.
Coach Atoa will be quick to call timeout if he has to, that's for sure. A little bit of an errant pass there. Wow, Lindsay Barker taking a nice swing and getting what she wants, getting Utah Valley out of trouble there. They were on a 0-3 run, and it looks like back to a 4-point lead, 12-8 in the second set here.
And Taylor Richards, the line judge over there, he kind of got in the way of Alexandra when she was running for that ball.
Are you saying that he impeded her progress?
Giving an advantage for Utah Valley.
Oh, wow, that's a gutsy play by Brooklyn Campbell, but I don't know if it was a smart one. And that's a smart shot there. Catherine Douglas showing her how to do it, and that's how you get a tip down. You know what's interesting to note is that set was actually, I thought, pretty good. That inside four, you may even call it a 2 or a Fonzie or a Jiba. Sometimes that's what we call it in men's volleyball. But the girls don't run that so much, so that's kind of interesting to see. I think that's a great up-tempo set. Oh, Santa Barbara trying to come up with that, but just not able to convert. And another kill, as we can see here. Erica just coming around, Tyler, and banging that off the block.
Yeah, Brooklyn Campbell is doing a great job this match, distributing the sets.
It's a great pass by Santa Clara.
Hey.
But a great block there by Erica, one-on-one with Tanya Schmidt. That's the first time I think we've come out of that battle ahead. And she hasn't made very many errors, but that time gets blocked by Erica.
Yeah, well, as a middle, if you keep seeing another middle on the other side being successful with a swing in the same direction so many times, you kind of figure out, hey, when next time they're going to hit, they're probably going to go that same way again.
You sound like a middle blocker, Tyler. Schmidt back to serve for the Broncos. Looks like she's going to try to even the score up here. They're down 14-10. See if they can catch back up here in set number 2. Going to push this ball outside. Chelsey Heaps, big touch off the outside. They were looking to hopefully get that back on the line, but able to convert that one is Chelsey. And she's still providing a pretty consistent offense so far.
Yeah, Chelsea's doing a great job, and Lindsay, and this Utah Valley team is just playing very well together right now.
Erica with a good float serve, pushing them back deep. and that causes a little bit of a change. Pushing outside again to Chelsey. This time she goes down the line, but they say no way, that one's going wide. Alyssa Anderson just watches that go by. So
yeah, I thought that was a really smart shot. Just a little wide, like you said.
Once again, Santa Clara's kind of knocking on the door. They're only down 4 points. Still a lot of points left. We'll see if they can catch up.
And there's that bomb I'm talking about from that lefty, Kevin.
Wow, another great swing. We'll see if they get one more chance at it here outside. Another ball picked up by Utah Valley. They're going to push this one over by the setter. And Brooklyn kind of getting that. You know, I've kind of harped on this a lot, I know, for probably the past 2 seasons, but kind of a weak tip. You know, I mean, that one there was, again, pushed back deep. I don't really like that. I'm not a fan of that play. I think she could go shorter and tip that a lot in a better position, but, you know, she made it work.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Wow. Detonation on the outside there.
Coming
Number
up
20,
huge.
Kayla Lamori, not holding anything back.
So Santa Clara, they've been through the rotation a couple times now, and they have not really found success really until Tanya Schmidt gets to the front row. So when she's in the front row, they really got to capitalize that and serve tough if they want to come back and be successful in this match.
Oh, they're trying to go outside. They're asking for a touch, Tyler, but I didn't see one there. She went pretty high up over the block, was Catherine Douglas. And Utah Valley scoring another point. Still with a 5-point lead here, up 17-12 in the second set. Looking to try to push and close this one out. That's a good serve by Utah Valley. Makes a tough pass. Brooklyn Campbell trying to go over on 2, doesn't quite work out. Patty Flagg pushes that one, and I'm surprised they didn't call that set. I thought that was a double contact here. Coaches also saw that, and I think ultimately that's what we got out of it.
Let's
here.
see the replay here. Was there a touch? Oh, it's tough to tell from this angle.
No, I don't think there was a touch on that one. I think the right call actually ended up in the end, because I thought that first or that second contact by Patty was a mishandled ball.
Yeah, the eagle eye on top of it.
He didn't blow the whistle yet, and she's got a little bit excited. She's ready to push the momentum a little bit quicker.
Yeah, they definitely want to keep that momentum as much as they can. Alexandra Palmer really encouraging her teammates.
You know, that set was a little bit low to Sarah. She needs that a little bit higher, and that leads to another kill by Megan Anders here. And really quickly, this match is almost getting tied up. Coach Atoa wants a timeout. Utah Valley still up 17-14, but Santa Clara is gaining some momentum. Folks, don't go away. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Utah Valley University, home to an educational philosophy that engages its students in hands-on, practical education. I invite you to learn more about one of Utah's largest, fastest growing, and most dynamic universities.
Come join the student section and cheer for the mighty Wolverines. Mighty Athletic Wolverine League sports passes are now available. Your mall pass gets you tickets to every NCAA home game, free food at the tailgate parties, prizes at the games, and lots of new friends. Get more information on their Facebook page or by calling Campus Connection at 801-863-8797. Go UVU!
Folks, right back to the action here. Utah Valley University. Looks like Utah Valley hanging on to a 3-point lead here against Santa Clara, but Santa Clara has all the momentum at this point, looking to come out of the timeout. Strong serve, put one in the court. Nice deep serve. Good pass by Utah Valley. Coming out of the 2 position is Jason Careza. That was, I think that one kind of caught Santa Clara off guard. They haven't went with that play quite a while, and so they weren't quite ready with that. Kind of the change-up pitch, if you want to call it that, or a change-up play. So Utah Valley making the most out of it.
Yeah, it's definitely good to keep those blockers on Santa Clara reading rather than knowing where the ball is going.
Tanya Schmidt right back to getting kills and trying to keep Santa Clara close and keep them within this match. Keep them within the set. Number 7, Alyssa Anderson back to serve for the Broncos. Oh, that was a crazy save by Lindsay Barker on a miss. Wow. That time, though, once again, Tyler, right back to Tanya Schmidt. She's not making any errors. She's pretty much carrying all the load right now for Santa Clara.
Yeah, and as you can see, she keeps hitting that cross body. She's not hitting away from her very much. She's got to start developing a little more range. I think Utah Valley knows what she likes to do when that ball almost hits us.
And I thought there was a touch there, but wow, I guess not. And yeah, J.C. Crace had just about put one into the announcing booth here. I thought there was a touch, though. That's what I thought I saw.
Yeah, so Santa Clara on their little run of their own. Sam Atoa with a timeout. Yeah, there he goes.
Yeah, timeout. This one is knotted up, folks. 18-all in the second set, Tyler. Santa Clara looking to come back. Folks, don't go away. We'll be right back.
I never used to care about college sports. I mean, I go to a game or two, but it's mainly for social reasons, you know? But now things are different.
And how has green fever affected your school spirit?
Are you kidding me? I never miss a sporting event, home or away. You got NCAA baseball, softball, basketball, cross country, golf, track and field, wrestling, soccer, volleyball. I'm keeping stats. I'm memorizing stats. I'm memorizing numbers. I'm dreaming about numbers. I'm dreaming about Wolverines. I just bought a pet Wolverine. It tore my dad's favorite shoe. It was wicked awesome.
And how does that make you feel?
Oh, yeah, I guess it's pretty cool. Me? No, I don't play sports. I wouldn't want to make the athletes envious. I don't mess around, man.
Folks, we're back to the action here. Santa Clara tied this one up 18-all here in the second set. And just a quick note here, folks, UVU Sports are now on Facebook. Search for Utah Valley Wolverines and become informed on the latest and greatest of Wolverine athletics. Become a fan on Facebook today. Well, it looks like Tyler right back from the timeout and right back to a block by Santa Clara. Oh, or I'm sorry, a kill on the overpass by Tanya Schmidt. So she's still carrying the load for the Broncos.
Yeah, and Santa Clara is putting Utah Valley where they want them, not passing the greatest. And
coaching staff over here is fired up, man. They want to get this second set. You know, when I talked to Coach Wallace before the match, he said he thought this would be a tough match. He really thought it's going to go 5 sets, so so far he's proven it right. Nice push outside Brooklyn Campbell. Nice swing off the top. Lindsay Barker not ready to let go yet.
Yeah, that was a great swing. McKenna Tate back in the serve. Let's see if she can get some spark for this Utah Valley team to come back and win this next set.
You know, what I saw there was the blocker had their hands up, not penetrating the net, so that's kind of the reason why that ball comes off and doesn't go back on the other side, even though you get a touch on it. Yeah. Nice push to the outside of the left-hander. Wow. Taylor Milton putting that one down on the court.
Yeah, that's that freshman. You know, I like I said, I liked watching her warm up, but let's see if she can develop. She's starting to develop some range as the set goes on.
5'11" freshman out of San Diego, California, Cathedral Catholic High School. Wow, that's a great crank in the angle by Lindsay. But a nice hit. Touch called. Catherine Douglas out of the back row. We talked about this a little while ago with that being another option for Santa Clara, and looks like they're going to work and use that.
Yeah, so.
Oh, what a momentum killer right there, Tyler. Tough to keep your momentum up when you serve the ball in the net.
Yeah, absolutely, and with.
Santa Clara with about 6 service errors, I think, so far in the match. Not quite what they want to give up. But, you know, when you got Tanya Schmidt, you just go right back to the bread and butter, and that's how it works.
Yeah, she was able to turn that ball that time rather than just taking it across her body. So that was a great swing by her.
Really playing well so far. Probably about 10 kills in the match. Almost brings that ball up too. And that's impressive when a middle of her size can get up and get a hand on a short tip like that. That's impressive. That impresses me. So
yeah, she has to go a long way to the ground.
That's a ball sometimes I can't even get to. And I think I'm fast. Coach Wallace wanted a replay there. I think he was a little bit not happy with the, I don't know if it was the rotation problem that he was looking at or what exactly he was looking for that concerned him here.
You know, this could really be a momentum killer for Santa Clara.
Something with maybe a back row violation here, I think, is what he's concerned about. So let's kind of see what happens. Down official, not really looking like she's going to overturn this call, but ultimately she's got to take it to the up official, and if he's going to overturn it, he'll be the one to decide. A little bit of a stalemate here, but it looks like, I don't know, I think the referees are holding fast here. Doesn't look like, well, they're going to confer here real quick. Down official's going to tell us what she thinks. We've got Ann Esplin going to go over and talk with Les Callis about this one, and we'll see what happens. While we're waiting, folks, UVU Sports are now on Twitter. Go to twitter.com/WolverineGreen to get the latest news and stats for Wolverine athletics. That's twitter.com/WolverineGreen for all your Twitter updates. I don't know, Tyler, this world of Twitter these days, kind of a crazy thing, huh? A lot of athletes getting in trouble, tweeting all these different things as they're going on, MRIs and different kind of information that seems a little maybe too much to share. You don't see as much of that out of the college ranks, but man, the professional sport's really getting hammered with Twitter.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't follow it too much, but you know, I have heard of bad experiences with it.
Oh, I heard you had a huge following at the Tyler Whittison Twitter. I thought you had your own club.
No, absolutely not.
Coach Atoa looking to see what the outcome of this call is going to be.
Yeah, so I don't really like this because it's really killing.
It doesn't seem to me like Santa Clara is going to get the benefit of this one just by the body language and kind of what I see here so far. But kind of.
It's really
killing. Not really helpful, but I think really at this point it might be more detrimental because I think it's killing his team's momentum. Just my observation, but maybe he's got a good stall going on here because maybe he's going to really ice the server, so to speak here.
Yeah, maybe he's using it to his advantage. Maybe he's fooling us all.
Coach Wallace and Coach Atoa both in their 13th season here for as their head coaching positions. So. Very well.
The Michigan Wolverines as well. Mark Rosen, he's in his 13th season as well. It's kind of funny, 13, 13, 13.
Yep. Oh. Folks, if you look into the stands and you see the mall, those are for the students that are interested in supporting Wolverine athletics. Become a member of the mall. Mall members enjoy free admission to all home sporting events, free food at tailgate parties, and discounts at many local businesses. Become a member at Campus Connection for only $15. Join the mall today. I think I'd join that just for the free food.
Yeah, absolutely. When you're on campus and they have events all the time. Hey, if you're a mall member, come get some free food.
That's it.
But, Utah Valley just had a great opportunity to score, and they kind of shanked it.
Well, Santa Clara making the most out of the timeout and causing a little bit of a jump there. They wanted that ball, but they end up getting it anyway. And Coach Wallace not really happy with the officiating to this point, but Santa Clara takes the second set, 25-21. Tyler, looks like we're going to take a short break after this halftime. We'll be right back, folks. Don't go away.
UVU is the most awesome place for having fun. There are thousands of opportunities for students to interact with one another. Whether you are interested in sports, services, activities, or world-class research, UVU has the opportunity for you. There are multiple offices and departments dedicated to student involvement at UVU. Student life at Utah Valley University engages students socially, encourages civic involvement, and provides opportunities for learning outside of the classroom. Students will gain valuable leadership experiences that will serve them well as they enter the workforce. Research has shown that students who get involved somewhere on campus have higher success rates than those who don't. Another organization committed to your success is the Utah Valley University Student Association, otherwise known as UVUSA. On campus, you will see many events and activities sponsored by UVUSA, from dances and tailgates to speakers and debates. UVUSA hopes that all students will participate with campus life and activities. There will also be many opportunities for students to work together to accomplish student-led initiative on campus and throughout the state. We encourage students to get involved with UVUSA and support the legislative process. If you are interested in sports and enjoy watching competitive Division I athletics, you gotta check out the mall. The mighty athletic Wolverine League. The student spirit section is where all the action is at any sporting event. With over 1,000 members, you will definitely catch the Wolverine spirit and meet good-looking new people. So let's be real. Utah Valley University is a place for involvement and student success. When you get to campus, be sure to check out UVUSA for updated events and activities.
Here at UVU's College of Technology and Computing, also known as TNC, we don't spend a lot of time bragging, but I guess we could. We could brag about having one of the top 3 aviation programs in the entire country, turning out professional pilots and administrative personnel to work for airlines and private industry. Or we could brag about our national award-winning culinary arts program, with graduates who are going straight to glamorous jobs on cruise ships and in major restaurants, or who are opening their own restaurants. Or we could brag about our digital media students who are winning major awards even before they graduate. Or we could brag about our international efforts, sending TNC students all over the world, places like Mali and Russia and Namibia. Or we could brag about our computer science department, or our information systems and technology department as they continue to train some of the best and sharpest young minds in the state of Utah, using state-of-the-art technology in classrooms and computer labs. Or we could brag about our technology management program, where students are always engaged in life-changing projects like using technology to assist those with disabilities. Or I guess we could brag about the fact that many of the CSI investigators and fire and rescue personnel in the state of Utah have gone through extensive training in our public services programs. Or I guess we could brag about our world land speed record car that was completely built and raced out of our highly acclaimed automotive department. Or we could brag about our high-tech electrical automation and robotic technology and mechatronics programs, or our engineering graphics and design program, which is turning out some of the most advanced technicians in the state of Utah. Or we could brag about our construction technology students who helped build Habitat for Humanity homes and just won first place at the National Association of Home Builders competition in Las Vegas. That's first place in the entire nation. Or we could brag about TNC students leading UVU to a first, second, or third place finish in the nation for 10 straight years at the National Skills USA competition. Or we could brag about the fact that many companies are discovering that when they hire our graduates, they get somebody who doesn't just know facts. They get a TNC graduate who has actually done it before. And that's because our TNC students are engaged, truly engaged, in actually doing things rather than just learning facts. So, even though there is a lot to brag about here at the College of Technology and Computing, we really don't like to brag. Much.
Welcome to Utah Valley University, home to an educational philosophy that engages its students in hands-on, practical education. I invite you to learn more about one of Utah's largest, fastest growing, and most dynamic universities.
Come join the student section and cheer for the Mighty Wolverines. Mighty Athletic Wolverine League sports passes are now available. Your mall pass gets you tickets to every NCAA home game, free food at the tailgate parties, prizes at the games, and lots of new friends. Get more information on their Facebook page or by calling Campus Connection at 801-863-8797. Go UVU!
Folks, welcome back to our coverage of the La Quinta Inn & Suites Invitational. Utah Valley and Santa Clara knotted up one set apiece. Joining me back here at the broadcast, Tyler Whitson. Tyler, what do you see here from Santa Clara that they're doing to kind of gain some momentum here in that second set?
Well, Tanya Schmidt is just playing huge right now. She has 10 kills on 13 attempts, hitting a total of 692 percentage, which is very, very impressive. I think Utah Valley needs to come up with a new strategy, especially when she's front row. And it didn't seem like the passing was too terrible, but, you know, it can always improve.
You bet. And it looks like, you know, Utah Valley's a slight edge in blocks overall, but still, you know, kind of right there with 4-3. And looks like Santa Clara, if nothing else, they just kind of grabbed the momentum there at 18 all and then just kind of ran with it. They were able to get up a few points and able to kind of just put that second set away. So I think Utah Valley is looking to kind of get back on the gas here in the third set, see if they can notch this one up and maybe run away with the victory here for the rest of the match.
Yeah, and Santa Clara's Catherine Douglas as well. She's playing huge as well. And between Catherine and Tanya, Utah Valley's going to have a tough time if they're not going to serve tougher at Santa Clara.
You bet. And I think, you know, still Utah Valley, like you mentioned, not playing terribly. I think they still have a well-balanced attack, and I think they just need to keep what they're doing, maybe up their momentum and their enthusiasm just a little bit, and, you know, not fight for every ball. And I think if they do that, I think they're going to be, you know, kind of back in the driver's seat for this match.
Yeah, I think we need to see a new flair from Utah Valley this set.
Checking lineups here. Looks like we're just about ready to go. Patty Flagg is going to be substituting for Sarah Clement to start. And also, it looks like back to serve for... Oh, it looks like they're tricking me here on the server, but it looks like it's going to be number 18, Bridget O'Hara, that might be back there serving. Oh, no, looks like Patty Flagg is going to go in and serve for Utah Valley this time, so... And good set serve by Utah Valley to start this third set off. And a huge block by J.C. Caresa, assisted by Erica Nish. And that's what Utah Valley wants to do to get started, put up a big block. You see here they swing block, Tyler. We talked about that a little bit last night. And she's able to get up and over the net. and steal it off.
Yeah, that's definitely what you want, especially against Catherine. She's one of she's their go-to outside. So if you can do that against their go-to outside, it's going to be good for Utah Valley.
You know what I find that's interesting that I see in the women's game, at least with Utah Valley here, as they kind of go with if the setter plays that first ball, the libero instantly steps in to make the set for the right side hitter, where in the men's game we have that opposite kind of step in and take that second ball in that situation. But the girls doing it a little bit different. I actually kind of like that.
Yeah, absolutely. It gives 2 options rather than, or maybe even 3 options rather than just 1 or 2. So Utah Valley really utilizing the libero.
Well, that one just couldn't be controlled. Tanya Schmidt with another kill with the soft touch over the top of the block. And right now, Santa Clara with a 2-1 lead here in the third set.
You know, and I'm watching that replay, that kind of bugs me a little bit. I think Brooklyn can get there with 2 hands and make a nice sprawl move rather than just a one-arm bandit type move towards the ball.
The one-arm bandit, it's hard to get away from that guy.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, 2 reception errors in a row for Utah Valley. It's going to give Santa Clara a 4-1 lead. Sam Atoa stepping up here, wants to give his team some encouragement. And I think they just need to kind of settle in here, make sure they're communicating on the floor on who's taking that ball, and they'll be just fine. Back to JC Caresa, bombing again on the cross-court crush. See if she gets another chance at it or if they go to the middle. Push to the outside. Lindsay Barker taking it down the line.
You know, and Brooklyn is doing a really good job distributing. She's making Tanya, you know, having to read and, you know, get there and not able to get out to the seam and only cover angle. It's Brooklyn's doing a really good job distributing right now.
Folks, just want to make mention here, online pre-registration ends tomorrow for the last indoor doubles tournament. Utah Valley's sponsoring that one, putting that on here. So if you like playing volleyball either with your partner, your spouse, your child, they've got divisions for all of that here at Utah Valley. It's the Labor Day tournament, and I'm sure they want to get you out there and get you involved in volleyball any way they can. Erica Nish going off the top of the block and out with the kill. Sam Atoa likes what he sees there. And Lindsay Barker stepping back to serve for the Wolverines, who are down 3-5 in the third set.
And Erica Nish is really finding some good success with that slide. Oh, going over.
That one's going to be a tough one because that ball was on the plane of the net, Tyler. So Erica smartly just kind of waiting, being patient, putting her hands on top of it right when the setter contacted it. So
yeah, smart middle blocker, knowing the setter's back row, and if it's on the plane of the net, she can do whatever she wants with it.
Nice pass by Santa Clara. They kick it back to the right side again, and they're finding some more success there. Looks like number 12, Taylor Milton, still getting some action out there on the right side.
Yeah, and again, Erica is just a little late, just a little bit. Lindsay needs to bring in the block and really challenge Taylor to hit that line rather than just hitting the seam every time.
A little bit of a shovel bump set there by Brooklyn, but puts it in a good location. Chelsey able to convert that one into points. So
a great swing.
Utah Valley only down by 1 here in the third set, looking to regain the lead and the momentum here. Erica Nish with a tough jump serve. Just a tough jump floater. Came right at the middle receiver there, and boy, just no ability for Bridget O'Hara, the libero, to do anything with that.
Yeah, it looks like the momentum is just kind of going back and forth right now at the beginning of the set.
Wow, huge block that time. That was pretty readable. I thought that set just a little bit too slow, and she was arching her back the whole way, not doing her typical jump set. And so Sarah able to just kind of keep a key on that one.
Yeah, this is a good rotation for Utah Valley right now, or maybe just a bad rotation for Santa Clara.
Yeah, this is an excellent rotation with Brooklyn Campbell in the front row with Sarah and Chelsey. That set was just a little bit bad by Brooklyn, just a little bit tight, kind of trapped Chelsey inside. I think Chelsea's got to learn just to crank that one off the outside of the block if she can.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's unfortunate for Taylor, missing that.
Yeah, it's tough when you put yourself in that situation, isn't it, Tyler, where you're trying to pick up that momentum, trying to get something going, but service error just kind of kills all of that. That's a tough serve by Utah Valley. Handled well, though. Hit down the line, Catherine Douglas, but, you know, I thought she turned that one out of bounds, but Sam Atoa pointing at the spot there, so that one was good.
Oh, that's just a really good swing right there. That's tough. That's tough to defend.
Looks like number 21, Alexandra Palmer, back there to serve. Broncos trying to make a move. Oh, that's a tough set. You know, if you're going to make that set, just as a setter, you've got to almost have both of your knees on the ground and kind of bridge up off of that to get the ability not just to push the ball where you want it to go, but make the contact evenly so you don't get that mishandled ball.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Brooklyn forced it a little bit. I think she needs to keep it a little simpler rather than trying to be too fancy.
Looks like the Wolverines are back in position for a free ball. And Sarah hitting that one really hard.
That was a really good dig.
JC kind of jumping into that 5 set, getting another chance at what we call it back two there. And she puts that overpass right away. So JC still converting well, doing what she needs to do to kind of keep her team going. It's all tied up 9-all here in the 3rd set.
You know, and I really like what JC does. She doesn't make too many errors. She keeps the ball in play, and she's smart. And she's a tough blocker, as you can tell.
Yeah, she just made a huge, she must have heard you talking about her.
I guess so.
She
just went up and just housed that girl.
She did. That was crazy. Look at the extension she got over the net there. Little bow and arrow serve there by Chelsey Heaps. Wow, that's a great turn. Number 15, Megan Anders, just forcing that one through the block there.
Yeah, and I was actually really impressed with Sarah. That was a really good read by her, knowing that the setter's back row and that set's really tight. Hey, I don't need to jump on the setter. She's not going to dump. But the middle was able to just kind of sneak it in there.
Let's see if we can go with the long one on a good pass here to Sarah. Nope, they go back to JC, who goes off the top of the block for the point. Like you said, Tyler, JC, you know, not maybe the flashiest player, doesn't bang every ball, you know, inside the 10-foot line or anything like that. Takes the ball off the top of the block, kind of takes what the defense gives her, puts the ball, finds the open spots, and scores and converts points.
Yeah, she's a good all-around player for Utah Valley.
That was an awesome set.
Yeah.
People at home aren't going to appreciate that, but we can get the replay on that. I think she turned one, and I do this every once in a while, I'll turn one hand up the other way and almost kind of flick it where the ball just kind of goes up right into position, and she did a great job. As you can see here, she just flipped that ball to the backside.
Yeah,
and once again, Anders just putting that one away. Lindsay not hitting that so well, but boy, I don't know how they did that, but Brooklyn Campbell must have touched that and saved that in just a crazy fashion. But
it's the one-arm bandit.
But, you know, back in transition, Santa Clara able to capitalize and get the kill on the outside.
Yeah, that one-arm bandit, once in a while, that lets loose and it gets some amazing balls up.
Vegas, baby. Utah Valley not able to convert on that attempt. And looks like
might see a timeout soon.
Maybe. Number 7, Alyssa Anderson back to serve. Going down the line. Great pass by Lindsay. And once again, JC finding some touch, finding a court, finding whatever she can, and scoring points, keeping Utah Valley real close. They're only down by 1, 12-13 here in the third set. McKenna Tate back to serve. We haven't seen her for a little while in the match. Nice tough float serve. That's a back row attack, and that's a great call. I like that. Les Callis right on top of that one.
The eagle eye. See if McKenna Tate can continue this little momentum Utah Valley just started.
Nice back set, a lot of momentum. Tanya Schmidt once again. Tyler not able to be stopped, whether it's in the middle or on the right side.
Yeah, she's a good player. She's doing very, very good for Santa Clara right now.
And here we go, looking to put it in is Catherine Douglas. Nice spot here on the floor. McKenna not with a great pass there, but enough to get the ball outside to Lindsay Barker, who still is playing very well, very steady herself, and converting on that attempt outside.
Yeah, Lindsay's being a little bit quiet this match, it seems like. She's not getting too many kills on that ball, but she's still performing at a high level.
That's a great pass. Boy, I almost didn't see the hitter back there on the outside. You got number 12, Taylor Milton, out there just kind of quietly hiding. And I don't think Utah Valley saw her either, and they just pushed that one back there. Looks like Utah Valley going to take a quick timeout. They're down 14-15 and looking to knot everything up here in the third set.
Yeah, and that shot that I believe was it Taylor Milton, the lefty that just hit that ball, or was it a slide?
I thought that one was was Taylor Milton on that one. But,
I think it was, but she's hitting in that same spot every time. I wonder if they'll make some adjustments defensively against her.
Well, we just got handed the stat sheet here, so as we can see, Tyler, real quick, close percentage-wise, almost in the 300 range there for both teams, just kind of sub 300, so not stellar, but not bad. Their setting percentages are about, halfway, although their serving and their receiving are quite high. So I think both teams looking to kind of clean it up a little bit. No one's kind of like jumped out and took advantage or control. What do you think stands out? What does Utah Valley need to do to kind of grip the controls here and push for the win?
Just looking at this, they just need to cut down on the errors. Santa Clara has equal errors, actually even more. But I think if Utah Valley wants to be successful, they just got to control that ball a little bit better. And these stat sheets, looking at Tanya Smith again for Santa Clara, 13 kills off 16 attempts. She's just huge for Santa Clara right now.
We see the first action here from Lexi Williamson. I'm sorry. This is Allie Rambis, daughter of Kurt Rambis, former Los Angeles Laker great. And Allie went to the same alma mater as her dad here, Santa Clara, who he was and is still the leading all-time scorer in Santa Clara basketball history. So kind of a legacy of sports here at Santa Clara. And that's a bad set. Surprised they didn't call that. Brooklyn's going to push that one back to the outside. Chelsea trying to go down the line. Santa Clara picking that one up and going high off the block. Another attempt here on the slide by Erica Nish, and that's going to get them into the net. Looks like I want to say it was 13. Dana Knudsen, who's been really quiet tonight on the side of the Broncos, but she got caught, and Erica's going to be back serving herself.
Yeah, and I thought that was a really smart shot by Chelsea. She knew there was a triple block up and just kind of rolled it over.
Get that. We got that high two set, and that works outdoor, Tyler, but here in the indoor game, not so effective all the time. You get too many blockers up in your face usually.
Yeah, Clementine, let's watch this replay. Nice arm swing by the lefty, but Clementine is just too much.
And you can see what happens when the block does not follow that hitter that's going around for the slide. If they stay at home, then you're facing 1-on-2, almost impossible to kind of convert that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That trap shot really, really hurts.
Looks like
just like that, a swing of points.
Coach Wallace calling a timeout here. Utah Valley taking a lead, 17-16 in the third set. Looking to kind of, like we talked about, get control of this, kind of push forward and wrap up the third set, seeing if they can go up 2-1. A little bit of a halftime, or I'm sorry, a timeout show here with the UVU cheerleading team. Pretty skilled group here. And folks, don't forget, just want to make mention that Monday, September 5th, Utah Valley University is going to take on Syracuse. The game will be broadcast live here on UVU TV at 1 p.m. Mountain Time. So Tyler and I will be here back to call the action. All exciting match. Another Big Ten big school coming out here and facing the Wolverines. It's pretty exciting. They have some pretty big matches for us here to work. So I like it.
Yeah, it's awesome. You were talking about those cheerleaders earlier. At one point, Utah Valley Men's Volleyball Club, we had a match against UC Irvine, and the cheerleaders were doing their thing during a timeout, And man, we hear a big old clonk on the floor, and we look over, and some girl got dropped by one of the guys.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, it was kind of scary, but yeah, so maybe they're not super skilled, but they're definitely tossing each other around.
I'll tell you what, you're not going to catch me out there flipping around. You'll hear that big clonk every time. Oh, that's a great pass on a tough serve. And that's an even better block. Brooklyn Campbell sealing the block over there with Sarah Clement. If we watch here.
Yeah, well, that was just a great read by Brooklyn.
You know what Brooklyn did well on that one is she penetrated the net pushing through. And sometimes she doesn't always do that. She's so tall, she just puts her arms straight up. That time she pushed through and got the block, no problem.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that time she really forced the hitter into the right spot. Sarah Clement was late, and she said to her, that's my fault. I'll get better on the next play. So you can see Brooklyn's kind of upping her blocking game right now, creating some problems.
Yeah, and I think Sarah doesn't need to worry about Dana Knudsen, the middle that's in right now for Santa Clara, because she is hitting in the negative off of 11 attempts, and knowing that, she should be like, hey, I don't need to worry about this middle. I should be worrying about the girls getting kills.
Yeah, that's a statistic that Utah Valley bench is probably interested in. They see the Knudsen hitting in the negative. They may kind of let her go and stay at home on the outside hitters, you know. J.C. Caresa coming back in after her rest in the bench in the back row. And Brooklyn Campbell back to serve. Utah Valley pushing a 2-point lead here, 20-18 in the third set. It's a nice pass by Santa Clara going to the outside. They rip off the top. And Utah Valley gets a touch on it, Tyler, but not able to control and bring that one back.
Yeah.
Patty Flagg back there providing some good defense tonight. Touching a lot of balls, trying to give her team a second chance on every point. And that's another nice pass by Lindsay Barker, pushing that ball to the outside. Brooklyn Campbell and connecting with Chelsey Heaps there on the right side kill.
Yeah, going back to Patty, she has about 7 or 8 digs right now. She's doing well defensively for Utah Valley right now.
You see Chelsey there on the replay just tooling the block for that point. So Coach Atoa likes to see that, and he likes to see that bad pass as well.
Yeah, I like that running in the middle off of the transition. It almost looked like a touch.
Once again, though, Tyler, like we said, if you're going to go over Sarah and JC, you're going to have to go pretty high. So if you don't get a touch, that ball's going out. There's no way that's landing in the back line unless that goes maybe apex to the ceiling and back. So anyway,
absolutely.
We've got Utah Valley jumping out to a 3-point 22-19 lead here in the third set. Don't go away. We will be right back.
Bus pass, $5. UVU t-shirt so you can impress the ladies, $25. iPod Nano, $120. A degree from UVU so you can afford your own car someday. Priceless. For everything else, there's student loans.
And folks, we're jumping right back into the action. Chelsey Heaps serving for the Wolverines, who are up 22-19 here in the third set. And Santa Clara coming back with a thunderous kill on the right side is number 15, Megan Anders, looking to push her team back to within reach of this third set.
You know, and I'm surprised that Santa Clara hasn't used her a little more often on this stat sheet. It's not current, but she only has like 7 or 8 attempts total.
You know, sometimes what I found, Tyler, is with the setter, like in the position of Santa Clara where they kind of have a younger setter. She maybe not have an established connection yet with Anders, and so maybe not, have a lot of confidence in going to her yet. So when maybe they have a few more matches under their belt, they'll develop that, like she has there with Tanya Schmidt.
Yeah.
And maybe not as athletic, whatever factors going, involved there, but for whatever reason, they just kind of use her more sparingly. So
that's
could be due to the outside hitters they have in that rotation as well. Maybe she has more confidence going there. It's like when I played middle blocker, I'm more of the decoy than anything. So yeah, 5'11" middle blocker is not high commodity.
Hey, Fresno State in 2009, they won a national championship. Their middle blocker was about 6 foot, 5'11". So
maybe back when I jumped a little bit higher, closer to the 40s, I'm down in the 30 range.
Let's see if Utah Valley can finish this match off.
Lindsay Barker off the top of the block again, Tyler, doing what she does best. Putting away points, and Utah Valley takes the third set, 25-21. All the girls looking happy there. Utah Valley with a great attitude. Don't go away, folks, though. We'll be right back, see if Utah Valley can close this one out.
The goal of student employment at UVU is to provide quality, professional, and meaningful work experience for students while supporting their overall success at Utah Valley University. The UVU Student Employment Office is dedicated to serving students with a variety of meaningful work opportunities as a part of their university experience. Jobs are accessed through the UV Job Board. Positions include hourly on- and off-campus jobs, internships, federal work study, and the International Student Employment Program. Some of the services we provide are career assessment, internships, and job shadowing. We also offer mentoring services in interviewing skills, cover letters, networking skills, and job searching skills. The Student Employment Office hosts on-campus graduate school fairs, recruiting fairs, and job fairs in the fall and spring.
Welcome to Utah Valley University, home to an educational philosophy that engages its students in hands-on, practical education. I invite you to learn more about one of Utah's largest, fastest growing, and most dynamic universities.
Folks, welcome back to our live broadcast at the Shurian Family Activities Center here, campus of Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah. Joined here, Tyler Whittison. Tyler, we've seen the Utah Valley Wolverines now take a 2-1 lead over the Santa Clara Broncos. What impressed you most with Utah Valley's play there in the third set?
Utah Valley is doing a really good job offensively, I think. Right now, Lindsay's hitting 600 that last set. JC's hitting 5.56 off of 9 attempts. Brooklyn is probably just loving it. Anything she dishes is just getting a kill. I bet she's having a lot of fun with her hitters right now.
Yeah, it looks like, setters for both teams getting pretty good production, in the 400 range for setting. So that's pretty good. But where I see the biggest discrepancy is two areas. The total team blocks for Utah Valley, 5-1. And then their hitting percentage is at about 260, where it's like 180 for Santa Clara. So Utah Valley starting to just, make those incremental differences and increasing their percentages, in some of those important categories.
Yeah, absolutely. And Santa Clara has got a couple more digs in Utah Valley, but with those blocks, I think it really cancels those out.
Looks like we're ready to go here, folks. Number 21, Alexander Palmer to serve for the Broncos. See if they can get back in it on the good side. Utah Valley, once again, J.C. Caresa, getting right back to ripping off the top.
Yeah, right away. I like that. I like that Brooklyn's going to it right away. It's going to keep Santa Clara having to read rather than commit on any one hitter.
And you know what's important there is J.C. goes out after that so that McKenna can come in and serve. So right away she gets involved in the match, gets a kill, then goes back to the bench. So they get her, right involved before she has to exit. So that's pretty important if they want to keep her in the match. A little bit of a mishandled ball, maybe a lift there. Not sure, I couldn't see what Coach Les called there, but Douglas back to serve for. Ooh. Oh, wow. That's a tough serve. Douglas able to get pretty much what we call the service ace now.
Yeah, that was a good serve. I think Patty just kind of did not contact it where she wanted. I don't think we'll see that happening by her again.
Yeah, we talked about that not being like a true service ace like it is in tennis or, in volleyball where you put the ball, in a position where it goes right to the floor with no touch attempt or anything on it. So, but that's kind of what, it's kind of become termed now here in volleyball is that service ace, which is not really a true ace and standards that we know.
Yeah, there's during the World League for the men's side this past summer, the commentator would call it a service winner. If rather than an ace, he'd call it a service winner. It was kind of interesting.
I like that term, service winner. Let's start using that. Big hammer on the right side for Santa Clara. There was Taylor Milton still kind of being very productive out there on the right side. And the all-star here, Tanya Schmidt, back to serve.
Oh, that's unfortunate. She needs to...
I might have jinxed her on that one, Tyler.
I think you did. I think you did a little magic, little Kevin Castle magic.
Not too much of that left. About the twilight of that. Back to serve Erica Nish for the Wolverines.
Oh, I like that serve.
Wow, that's a really tough ball. I think they wanted Douglas to hit that out of the pipe, but kind of got cut off there by number 13, Megan Anderson. She wasn't able to get a pathway to the ball. That's a great pass there from the libero. Bam. Oh, that ball just goes out. I thought that one might have caught the line, but just goes out. But that's what Santa Clara's looking for. They'll live and die with that right there. If they can get a good pass like that and a great set, I think they'll take their chances with that every time.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a good swing, a good shot just to add out.
Another tough pass there from the Broncos. Oh, looks like
calling the setter touched it as Chelsey went up to hit it, it looks like, or block.
Yeah, a little bit of a back row attack call there. So Coach Callis being right on top of Ref Callis, no longer Coach Callis, being right on top of that one.
Probably anticipate. It's a good side out.
That's the tempo I think Megan's looking for there, kind of high and fast to the right side there. She's able to tool the block, doing a nice job there. Santa Clara within striking distance here, Tyler, just down 4-6 here in the fourth set.
Oh, Taylor is now not jump serving. She's now float serving.
Wow, Tyler, did you see what happened right there? We've talked about this for several matches now where we don't see in the women's game where they take balls with their hands too much and set the ball back like we do in the men's game. So that time, Lindsay Barker taking that ball with her hands. Good set, and they get the kill.
Yeah, she was able to distribute that pass for Brooklyn to just set up a great set.
Wow. That time, Megan had a pretty good swing on the ball, but right down into the block, and Utah Valley just kind of able to redirection that one into the court, and Santa Clara not able to come up with a second attempt on that one.
See if Brooklyn Campbell can put some pressure on Santa Clara.
That's a tough jump floater right there. Another bad set choice, I think, there from our setter, but Utah Valley's going to get another chance at the outside, and another poor set by Utah Valley as well. So see if Santa Clara can convert that one, and they do easily on the outside. So bringing this one within 3 points, just down 5-8 here in the fourth set.
And JC, she's almost hit or miss with that line shot that the outsides have on her right hand. Seems like it's either a house or she's getting tooled on it.
getting ready to dig this ball up. Wow, that's not a great set there from the libero, but wow. Brooklyn Campbell, I think I was even caught off guard on that one. I didn't think she was going to go there. I thought she was going to push a tough back set to JC, which I think was going to be really tough for her to convert, but she came up with something that worked with that one.
Yeah, that was a smart play by Brooklyn.
Chelsey Heaps with a good serve, but a great pass by Santa Clara, and Megan Anders gets all of that one. That's an easy point. Still within 3 here, 9-6 for the Wolverines here in set number 4. You see on the replay, man, she just goes high right up over, challenging the block down the line.
Yeah.
That's a great pass there by Utah Valley going to the outside. It's a great dig up. Santa Clara getting another chance at scoring a point here, and they do on the outside. Catherine Douglas, Patty Flagg can't come up with the dig in the back row, so that's a point for Santa Clara. They pull within 2 here. Just down 7-9 in the 4th set.
Yes, Utah Valley wants to side out this first ball if they can. With Tanya Schmidt just coming back in, she's now just on.
You know, Schmidt not like a dynamic blocker, but man, I'll tell you, she's sure effective in the offensive end. So I'm sure if they can utilize her size, getting her penetrating the net just a little bit more, I think you'll see some more production from her in the middle as well. Patty Flagg back to serve for the Wolverines. Good pass there. Schmidt trying to push that one to the back, but unable to push that one up. Libero digs that one up. They push outside, and Douglas going again off the reception from Utah Valley for a point for Santa Clara. Alexander Palmer back to serve. And that's a tough serve there. Utah Valley not able to get a good handle on it.
That was a good shot by Chelsey.
That's a beautiful set by the libero to the right side, but not able to convert right there. But you know who does convert? Tanya Schmidt right out of the middle.
Yeah, and Patty almost got a touch on that. Maybe we have a strategy against Tanya now, and Patty almost getting a touch on that, but not getting her platform under it quite enough to get it popped up.
You know, this is kind of starting to look like set number 2, where they were kind of knotted up there, kind of in the middle of the set, and Santa Clara was able to get the momentum, tie it up, and then take the lead and finish it out. So maybe they're looking to kind of trade off again and force a set 5 here. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, so Santa Clara wants to force that set 5. They've really got to start siding out first time every time if they can.
Yeah, I don't think they were real happy with that pass there. Taylor Milton making something happen there on the left side, and we'll see if they can convert here and tie this one up. That's a great pass by McKenna Tate. Not a great set, but Erica does something smart with it. Betters the ball, Tyler. Puts it in play kind of off the block and comes up with a point.
You know, and that's unfortunate for number 20 on Santa Clara, Kayla Lamori. I mean, I think she could have played that ball a little smarter, but Erica Nish getting the better end of the deal.
Tough serve by Lindsay Barker. They're going to push the outside again, and they try to go down the line, but that one's dug up, pushed to the outside by Utah Valley, and Chelsey Heaps converting with the kill out on the left side. That's another kill for Chelsey in her column.
Yeah, that was a great convert. Great dig, great set, and great kill.
Coach Wallace up off the bench wanting just a little more effort, I think, out of his players, wanting them to kind of seize the moment here, not let this one get away. That's a tough float serve, but handled pretty well by Santa Clara, but the pass not kind of conducive with the set there, and Utah Valley getting the point.
You know, poor Taylor Milton, you know, I think she's just a little young. I think with experience, her range will improve a lot more.
You know, we always talk about bettering the ball. So if you don't get a great contact to you, you've got to do something better with it. Like right in that instance right there. Nice job out of the middle back. Oh, and that ball touches Chelsey Heaps, I thought. But yep, they got it right, and that's going towards Santa Clara. They're back within 3, so the match is still at hand here. And you know they're looking to put in Rambis here. Ali Rambis looking to get some more playing time.
Serving sub. Let's see if she can add a spark for the Santa Clara team that they want to force that set 5.
You know what I'd kind of like to see? I'd like to see them develop Schmidt out of the back row as a big attacker. We could be some huge dividends there. But I'll tell you what, instant dividends with Ali Rambis's serve there. That's the true service ace right there, Tyler.
That is the service ace right there. The service winner.
Coming back, let's see, she goes right back to the same place.
Yeah.
Lindsay with a little bit better pass that time. Chelsey trying to put it away, and that's going to be tight set, but handled really well. Was that that was Taylor putting that one away that time on the left side?
I believe that was...
I think that was Taylor Milton.
I think that was Kayla. I think Kayla Lamori. But Ali Rambis right now doing her job, what she was subbed in to do. Add a spark for a team, get the team a couple points.
Yeah, it looks like, not sure we have a timeout called here. Looks like we do. I think that's a timeout called here by Coach Wallace. Utah Valley up 15-13 here in the 4th set, looking to close it out. Folks, don't go away. We will be right back.
Utah Valley University. Your life, your beat, your university.
And folks, we're back. Action here in the 4th set here on Utah Valley with the La Quinta Suites Invitational. Utah Valley leading Santa Clara 15-13 here in set number 4. Seeing if we can ice the server. Doesn't look like that worked, but we're going to push to the outside. And that's a block by Utah Valley, but one more shot at it. Santa Clara comes up with a dig. Utah Valley's going to try to push that to the outside. Chelsey Heaps with not a great approach to the ball, and that ball is hit off the net, out of bounds. No touch. That was a pretty easy call there for the officials, and so Utah Valley going to come right back, serving that one up 16-13 now. Erica Nish with a good float serve, but a decent pass. That's a tough set there. Santa Clara, oh wow, that's a great up by the libero there. Go to the right side. You know, that's a great swing, Tyler, but again, Taylor Milton, you know, maybe just a little young, a little inexperienced. Once again, Coach Wallace going right to the timeout because that's not the effort he was talking about in the huddle during the last timeout. He says, you know, he didn't want them to worry about where they were at. He just wanted them to get, you know, back to their basics, their fundamentals, and kind of, you know, make things happen. But that's the way it goes. Folks, our broadcast once again tonight is streaming live on the internet and is available on your mobile device, iPod, and iPad. Join us at uvu.edu/UVUTV. Once again, that's uvu.edu/UVUTV.
Yeah, and going back to Taylor, it seems like she's just trying to just crush the ball. She needs to develop some range and either hit extreme line or extreme angle or some deep angle or some short cutty shots. And
looks like the stat sheets here, we're looking at that. Utah Valley still, again, improving their stats, hitting now 283. Still just inching Santa Clara out. And really that's the real difference here, Tyler. You don't see like a big discrepancy in the score. It's just small numbers, but those small numbers right now are kind of starting to translate into big points, and the gap is starting to widen and time's running out for Santa Clara if they want to make a move.
Yeah, absolutely. They need to side out and start serving at Utah Valley and start earning some points.
That's a good pass by Santa Clara. I like that set. She reached high, and Anders was able to go off the top of the block and get that one to go out of bounds. But I think they got what they wanted out of that timeout.
Yeah, that was a good read by Chelsey, just a bit out. Having a score check here with the coach.
And I think that is correct. I think they did give the point incorrectly to Utah Valley instead of to Santa Clara. So I think they need to fix this. It should be 17-14. I think that is the correct score. And it is corrected, checked on the scorebook. And we are back in action here. Alyssa Anderson back to serve for the Broncos. And that's a tough serve. Utah Valley handles it pretty well. But Sarah not able to get too much on it. They get another chance with the roll shot. That's a cagey play there from number 20, Kayla Lamori, doing a good job on the outside to take something off.
And playing a little bit of beach again, you know, that nice shot. Took a little bit off and was able to distribute a point.
Oh, that's a tough serve, but handled well by Utah Valley. Sarah Clement hitting that one down in the middle, but I think, Tyler, as a middle blocker yourself, you're probably saying to yourself, you want that ball just a little bit higher.
Yeah, I think you could. I think Brooklyn could probably set Sarah just, you know, probably 7 or 8 inches higher. But I think Sarah's good enough to where she can adjust to it regardless, you know, if it's not perfect.
How about the height of that one right there? Megan Anders killing that one, as you see on the replay.
Yeah, she got up on that.
I think that's what we're looking for there on the height. Kayla Lamori back to serve for the Broncos. Utah Valley with a perfect pass. Pushed outside to J.C. Caresa, back being effective again. Tyler, you know, not making many mistakes, just guiding her team, trying to get a victory.
Yeah, J.C. is doing very well right now. She's being a very, very good leader for this team, Utah Valley team.
You know, we talked a little bit about someone stepping up, being the leader on the team, because we didn't really see it out of Brooklyn Campbell, kind of as the sophomore setter. Maybe she didn't feel like it was her place, you know, even though as a setter, my mindset is thinking, you know, hey, I'm the leader of this team. We're, you know, unless I've got the big gun, you know, like a opposite or someone that's, you know, gonna take control and get a lot of kills. But, you know, looks like JC's kind of embellishing the role as the senior leader.
Yeah, she is. She's doing a phenomenal job. I think Brooklyn Campbell will fall into that role as the season goes on, and the girls start recognizing her personality traits.
JC getting tooled off the block there for the point. Santa Clara kind of back in it within 3 here, 17-20 in the 4th set. Another perfect pass by Patty Flagg. And wow, that was a detonation down the line. I like that, but they're saying that just was wide. Taylor Richards there with the call as the linesman, and I think he typically gets them right, so I think he had that one right too.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's a great shot.
Trouble play here for Utah Valley, but
that's a poor free ball pass.
Oh, Lindsay blocking that one everywhere, Tyler, but back into the court. You saw her hands. You know, as a blocker, you got to turn that. You can see right here, her hands are aimed right out of bounds, and that's right where the ball went.
Yeah, the ball in those angles, you got to make sure your arms are turned in where you want to redirect that ball inside of the court.
Coach Atoa taking a timeout here. Utah Valley still with the 1-point lead, 20-19, and we're looking to see who's going to step up, who's going to catch the momentum and be able to push this either to a 5th set, or if Utah Valley can close this one out in 4.
Yeah, Sam Atoa giving some feedback. He wants to finish this matchup.
Coach Atoa usually at this point is usually talking about focus, talking about making sure that, you know, you're in the right spot, that you're not getting caught behind the block or, you know, in the wrong place. So I'm sure he's just kind of reiterating that to his team, making sure that, you know, they do the right things if they want to win. So, folks, to find out more about your UVU women's volleyball team, be sure to visit wolverinegreen.com, where you can find team stats, photos, and a complete season schedule. That's wolverinegreen.com. Santa Clara back on the court, ready to get into it. Their libero, Bridget O'Hara, back to serve. And just waiting for Utah Valley to come back in from the timeout. Coach Atoa's got his troops ready to go, I'm sure. And we're going to see who's going to make this fight for the last 5 points.
And Bridget O'Hara here has a very, very deep float serve. She's almost at the wall. I mean, that table's in their way. I bet if that table was in there, she'd be hanging out right on that wall.
Both these teams with the 1-1 record in this tournament, so they're looking to take second. Wow,
that was a great
detonation. That one came over here, just about blew up on us. So, you know, watch the replay here. That's a great height. We talked about that 6-7 inches higher. And that's what adjustment was made, and man, Sarah really cranked off on that one.
Yeah, that was a great turn. That was flawless.
Patty with a nice float serve. Not a great pass by Santa Clara. Not what the coaching staff is looking for. I'm sure they wish they had one more timeout here, and I think they're looking for substitution or, yep, looks like they got one more left, and that'll be their final timeout of this set. So, folks, we'll be right back with a short break. Utah Valley leading in the fourth set, 22-19. Don't go away.
Think back to when you were a child. What did you dream of becoming as an adult? A pilot? A teacher? A nurse? Maybe a mathematician, a mechanic, or a scientist? Did you dream about helping others and achieving great things? Now imagine a place where everyone is focused on your success, where ideas flow and dreams are realized. Imagine an education that is personal, engaging, fun, and professional. A place where your professors know you by name and are devoted to your development. With an education from UVU, all of this becomes true. Utah Valley University. It's your dream. It's your university.
Folks, welcome back. And we've got Utah Valley leading this match 22-19 here in the fourth set. As we get ready to come back onto the court, we just want to let you know that you should stay tuned for our interview with Coach Sam Atoa coming up after the game. Don't miss that, folks. Tune in, get some great insights from Coach Atoa, hopefully after this set. Tough serve, handled pretty well by Santa Clara. Nice push to the outside. Utah Valley going to get a chance at this one on the right side. J.C. Carresa with a great swing. Set from the libero outside to Douglas. And she puts that one away. No problem. Douglas still kind of holding her own out there, Tyler on the outside.
Yeah. Brooklyn's got to try and take that with her platform. That kind of looked like a half gator, half over the head type of thing.
And I think I still need to see some more penetration on the net from the Wolverines. I think that'll improve their blocking quite a bit. So we'll just see if the girls can adjust to that. J.C. Carresa makes an adjustment in the fight for the first 5 points, or the last 5 points of this match. Utah Valley is up 3-1 at this point, so they're leading the charge.
And Brooklyn just doing a great job distributing to JC once again.
I think JC's going to be our player of the match here. We'll see what happens. Kind of an inside back two, and looks like she's able to convert on that one is Douglas. So once again, looking to increase her kill total, and she's back on the service line. Looks like she can make something happen here. Santa Clara only down by 2 points, but they got to make something happen here right now. That's a great tempo set right there. That's a huge kill. Erica Nish, who's been working hard in the offseason, gives the Wolverines their first match point and first set point here of the fourth set. We'll see if they can close this one out. Tough serve by Lindsay Barker, pretty good pass. Tanya Schmidt trying to do it all for the Broncos. Oh, that one's hit out of bounds. I'm pretty sure they're going to catch that one pretty easily, and they do. Broncos still holding on, 22-24, looking to see if they can come back with Schmidt serving in the back row. I'm sure, though, Tyler, they wish they had her in the front row right now.
Yeah, absolutely, and it looks like Allie Rambis is going to come back in. You know, last time she came in, she scored 2 points.
She's had the first true service ace that I've seen since yesterday when Alex Hunt from Michigan was bombing those jump serves.
She has a nasty jump serve.
That's a great serve to a great spot. Pushes them in a bad position.
Oh
wow. Beat shot. Takes it home. Chelsey Heaps with a smart shot. KG senior play. As you can see here, Tyler, busted play. And she just does something smart. Betters the ball, as we've been talking about all night.
Yeah.
Utah Valley takes it in 4. 25 25-22. Folks, don't go away. We'll be back with the interview from Coach Sam Atoa coming right up.
I love everything about UVU. I really do. It's a fantastic place. I feel like I've grown as an artist, as a student, as a human being.
As someone from a different state who was trying to find a dance school, it was very, very hard. And I happened to come by UVU by chance, actually. It's a great school. It teaches you history, rhythm, music, choreography, improv, dance. It even has a major in ballroom dance.
When I think of UVU's School of the Arts program, I think of opportunity that I wouldn't get anywhere else outside of the classroom. I feel like I know my professors. I feel like they're interested in my learning process.
The professors here have just been really, really personable, very, very willing to go out of their way to meet with me, to talk with me, offer advice, counsel, and just overall they just believe that what you're doing here matters. And that's what I love.
Folks, welcome back to the La Quinta Inn & Suites Invitational, where Utah Valley has just locked up second place here in the tournament, defeating the Broncos of Santa Clara 25-22 here in the fourth set. Joining us is Coach Sam Atoa, gracious in victory this time. Coach, once again, congratulations on the win. And as we look at the stat sheet here, once again we see a lot of things kind of being equal here. What was the determining factor, do you think, here that gave you the win tonight?
Well, it was our defense. I felt like that our defense was exceptional. We did a nice job in blocking and being able to outblock them 12 to 5, I think, in that, and as well as we continue to serve tough. I felt like that the girls are really focusing on the areas that they're attacking, and they've done a very nice job with doing that. And then, because of the bad pass or getting them out of system, they've been able to make good adjustments against a very good team. And so hats off to our team. I think that they're just phenomenal in being able to kind of come in and execute after a 5-set match earlier and just exhausted, but yet to be able to find a way to be able to come out and beat a team that has been to the Final Four before. And so excellent job.
Well done.
Yeah, and Sam, you made mention about the defense and how good you felt you did. What was the defensive strategy against Tanya Schmidt? I mean, she was the top notch for Santa Clara, hitting a 7.27 off 22 attempts.
You know what? She was on fire, and she was the one kid that was really making it work for them. And so, we had a hard time defending against her. However, they had a hard time defending against us as well. And so we stayed composed. We did what we could to be able to at least contain her. We couldn't stop her, but we relied on our side out and our offense that really helped us pull it out tonight.
One thing I noticed too, Coach, was that we had some leadership, I think, established this evening. I think we saw that Chelsey kind of stepping up into a leadership role, kind of taking the reins, taking charge, and I think I don't know, maybe we have a new leader here on the court for your team.
It was a great match for Chelsey, a great match for her, and I'm proud of the way that she's really playing this game. And so it really helps us to be able to kind of get some success on that right side and kind of spread it out a little bit so they're just not so overloaded on the outside. And so nice job by Chelsey tonight.
You bet. Also, one thing we noticed too is that it seemed like Sarah was able to get back involved a little bit more, was able to do some of the things. Brooklyn and Sarah kind of having a little bit better connection. Brooklyn setting the ball just a little bit higher for Sarah, letting her go up and get it, and I thought that was a key factor as well for the victory.
Yeah, I agree. You know, Sarah is a very good player, and she's developed very nicely and very aggressive, and so I really like what she's doing. We just somehow struggled a little bit in connections in some of the matches this weekend. However, she came on fire, you know, in that fifth set against Cal Poly, and then was able to kind of continue it a little bit, especially there at the end and stuff. And so, you know, may not have had the best overall match. However, she was able to come through when we needed her to.
Well, that's great. Well, Coach, thanks for stopping by here. We always appreciate you coming in, give us your insight, the folks online and on TV as well. So thanks once again for stopping in. Folks, we'll be right back with a short break, and we'll be interviewing one of the players. Folks, welcome back to our broadcast. We've got here joining us at the table, Sarah Clement, one of the middle blockers here for the Wolverines. Sarah, welcome. Congratulations on a good win.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys took second in the tournament overall, beating Santa Clara and Cal Poly, only losing a match to Michigan, who's obviously a very talented, tough team.
Yes.
You know, what was the highlight for you here in the tournament and for the match this evening?
My highlight of any game is basically just blocking. I love blocking, just the thrill of shutting somebody else down when they think they've got it, you know, just nope, not this time.
Right.
I love that feeling.
And it looks like you guys led them kind of 2-1 in the blocking at 12-5. So, you know, you guys taking pretty much a 2-1 lead there. You guys will take that, I'm sure, any day. You were able to hit it at 444, which is not bad. I'm sure you're looking to improve that just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you were earlier in the Cal Poly match. I think you had a little rivalry going on with Justin Hutchins, the coach.
Yeah.
I think you were determined to you know, prove him wrong. You were going to put the ball down no matter what, and so I think you know, that might have cost you a little bit, but I think you were looking to avenge that a little bit here tonight.
Yes, I was definitely hoping to avenge that.
The one thing that Tyler made mention of was that he liked the fact that Brooklyn started setting you the ball just a little bit higher, be able to get to that range and put that ball away a little bit easier that way.
Definitely. When she gives me the right high set, I can almost swing over the top of them. It's really convenient.
You bet. Well, what do you see as far as, you know, kind of your role here on the team? One of the seniors, along with JC. I thought JC stepped up really well, so kind of sliding into a leadership role now. It seems like this season. What do you kind of see there? What's your kind of outlook on that?
Well, my role or
both. You know, you and JC as seniors.
I feel like me and JC lead the team a lot on the court. We are able to stay level-headed, I think, throughout the whole thing, and we bring a lot of energy to the team as well. So, like, with the blocking,
right?
The blocks bring so much energy to the team, and it's.
Well, it's nice to shut other teams down with the block. In fact, you were the Great Western Conference Defensive Player of the Week, so you're kind of riding that high coming into this tournament. And I'm sure you would have liked to even put a few more blocks up, but I think you guys did really well. I don't know, Tyler, if you have any last questions here for Sarah at all.
Yeah, you say like blocking a lot. You had 9 blocks, which is awesome. What specific things are you looking for as you're blocking? Like, are you kind of going off the stats that the coaches are giving you and the strategy, or are you kind of noticing things yourself as the game progresses?
Definitely you have to pay attention to things as it goes on. Like, the stats do help a lot. Like, we watch film and we know who the ball is supposed to is going to go to, but as the game progresses, you can read the setter better, and you just learn how the setter sets it, and then you go and block.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I understand what you're saying. With 9 blocks, you did a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's key. I think the one fundamental thing, and I think Tyler and I noticed, is still, and especially for Brooklyn, I think continuing to reach over the net, not just up high. She has such long arms, but if she penetrates the net, no one's going to really hit over the top of her or you together. So that's a big block up there, when you guys are putting that up. So
yeah,
we like that. So anyway, thanks. Congratulations once again on the victory. Thanks for joining us here. We're going to end our broadcast. We want everyone to join us Monday. You guys are going to take on Syracuse at 1 p.m. here. We're going to be on UVU TV. That'll be live. This broadcast is produced by students from the Digital Media Department and is copyrighted by Utah Valley University. For Sarah Clement, for Tyler Whittison, this is Kevin Castle, and we are shutting it down.